collectors. Today we will be talking about DC Direct and McFarlane Toys Page Puncher Shazam. So here we have the mightiest mortal Shazam. And on the back we can see this comes from the dawn of DC. With one magic word, Billy Batson is turned into the mightiest mortal Shazam. So, nice plastic. So let's get it on the shell. So let's get it on the scale and see how much it weighs. So Shazam is coming in at 11.6 ounces. So let's get him off the scale and out of the box.
Hey, open, damn it, open!
So basically, to get it out of the box or the packaging, you just cut the sides here to allow for the comic and the card stand to pop out. And then we'll just take this section and pull it out. Take this part, put it over here till we get it out of this. And here we have this nice Shazam. And we have the barcode here if you're looking for it. Turn it up the right way. There we go. Very nice. Now, one thing I've noticed about these page punchers is the cards are being kept in via tape. So was there lots of complaints that this wasn't enough to hold a card in? I just don't know. It's just one more item to get your cards. That if you like collecting cards, that is. So we just take this out, and there we go. So we see we have this Dawn of DC Shazam. Very cool looking cover. And on the back, DC. We can see we're talking about the all-in here. And all of this other stuff. So if you haven't read this version, I definitely would recommend it. The Dawn of DC Shazam is a very cool character. Sometimes he is portrayed as a goofball, but hey, that's why they called him the Big Cheese. So he does have these little pieces snipped here, the hands, the feet, easily dealt with. Now, just be careful when you're cutting him out. You could clip the cape. For some reason, they didn't put it in there and in the back. So all we had to do was that, and then we can take Shazam out. Very nice. Now Shazam does come with these accessories here. And here is the front of the card. And the back. Now, when we look at this Shazam, we see a very nice lightning bolt on the front. He comes with the standard cape. Now, in my days, the cape was always draped like this or something like that. So to have it over here as a full cape, and you know, the wire goes all the way around. It's different. So it's kind of nice. Now, it's a good thing he does come with two different hands, the fisted for each left and right. Now the cape comes up. You can see here is the back of the figure. He has a little square rectangle on his butt. That's a weird dimple. I don't know, man. It's just weird. And we see the belt here. Now, one thing I've noticed about the page punchers, and Superman is a victim of this too, is the connectors that they have in here. Is basically you have these little pegs or these little indentions, and it rotates around, and you can hear the clicking whenever you do that. I don't know why they kind of did this for the elbows, but this leads to a very ugly looking elbow bend. And yeah, I get it, you know, but people's elbows aren't made like that. This is not a good way of doing this. However, it's what we got. So here he is. He does a nice T-pose. Bicep swivel, double bend in that aforementioned bend at the elbow. we have a ball jointed peg hinge. One peg here, one peg for the hand. Allows for full rotation and up and down. You can wave by to you. You can do the Forrest Gump wave. So yeah, here's the head. And he can do an okay bend. You just have to have him fly like that so he can actually see where he's flying. He can do a pretty good down, right and left, no problem. Now he does have this upper ball jointed torso, so we can see here. We get a little bit toward the back. Now the front will have a little bit of a gap, and we'll cover up the bottom of his outfit. Now he can spin a little bit at the waist. He can do a pretty good split. So it's nice that he can do the jump and jack flash with the nice split. Now his legs can go forward and back this much. His diaper prevents a lot of the motion from the back. He does have a double bend in the knee. No boot swivel, because why have a boot swivel, right? And here we have the ankle on this ball jointed hinge. One here, with a toe bend and a peg hole. So it's very cool to get this comic book more accurate Shazam. I know Shazam has been out in a while. So let's see what we got. Here we got this hair. Very styled. He's squinting at you. I guess he needs some glasses. He's got this nice gold, just like a comic book. We can see it there. So I'm definitely digging this. Being a Shazam fan, you know, who doesn't want to be a kid saying one powerful word and become as strong as Superman himself? And speaking of Superman, here is his wave mate, Superman, the 78 version, looking pretty good together. I definitely would recommend either one of these figures if you are a DC fan or a Shazam fan. Very nice. So as always, remember to shop around, like, subscribe, and keep collecting. So here we have Shazam on the shelf with some other superheroes that just didn't make the other shelves, and one of the reasons why is they're kind of getting packed. But definitely we'll have to have a Shazam shelf now, because we got a couple of Black Adams and other Shazams, and here is the other Shazam with a couple of printed effects for lightning. So remember, as always, to like, subscribe, and keep collecting.